My name is Kuro, and recently my mum passed away. My family and I are followers of the Shinto religion, and in preparation for my mother's final resting place, a Shinto death ritual will take place. Matsugo no Mizu is the first step in order to prepare the deceased for the spirit world. The lips are washed. Following this, the whole body is now washed in water, in the next step called yukan. This involves us family members to cleanse the body ceremonially as it enters the other world. The third step is the announcement of death called Kyu Hokoku. Here is where the local shrine is contacted by a priest to announce death to the spirit world through prayer and meditation. Step 4, Makuro Naoshi no Ji, means pillow decoration. The body is ensured to be facing north. This step, known as Nokan no Ji, is also known as encoffining. The chief mourner and other relatives assemble in a room as the body of the deceased is placed in a coffin. Step 6, Kuzen Niku, are the daily food offerings placed on a table twice a day, morning and evening, to the deceased until the coffin is removed from the house and at their final resting place. Ubusuna Jinja ni Kyu Hokoku, also known as the announcement of the return of the spirit to the local shrine. This is done in order to ask the gods for protection over the gravesite from evil spirits or unfortunate comings. The ninth step in the process of Shintoism funerals is called kesai, which is when the priest purifies himself, normally through ceremonial washings and prayer, in preparation for the funeral. Tsuyasai, the 10th step, is also known as the gathering after the funeral. Mourners gather to express condolences and present offerings to the family, gods, and the shrine. Mourning, called the Kichufura ritual, customarily lasts only one day, as Shinto beliefs about death and the afterlife are often considered dark and negative. The 11th step is called Senrei-sai and means the transfer of the spirit. A wooden tablet called reiji is held over the body of the deceased while the priest offers ceremonial prayers to coax the spirit and transfer it from the body into the tablet. The 12th step is called setai, meaning refreshments, and is prepared at a different location to prevent the contamination of death, which is served to the mourners as a form of thank you for attending. Step 13 is the funeral service, shinsosai, which refers to funeral rites. The funeral room is purified from bad omens and the spirits with prayers and offerings made to the gods kami. This is done in accordance to the Kojiki sacred text. Kokobetsushiki is the 14th step, the farewell ceremony. The mourners of the deceased leave the funeral in a reverent way, walking in a single file past the deceased. They all bid their final farewells, offering prayers and condolences to the family as well. The departure of the coffin, Hakyusai no Ji, is the 14th step. The coffin is prepared for travel to the gravesite. The funeral procession, Soretsu, is the 16th step. This is when the body of the deceased is taken by a hearse to a crematorium. Relatives of the deceased may be carrying a photo, sakaki, torches, lanterns, banners with the name of the deceased, and brooms. The 17th step is the purification of the house after the departure of the coffin. Hakyuko Batsojo no Ji. Everyone works together to dismantle the funeral altar and set up a new table-like altar inside the house, where a photo of the deceased, flowers, a sakaki pot, and a wooden memorial tablet and so forth are offered and displayed. Rites at the burial or cremation, maisosai, is the 18th step. Family and close friends gather at the crematorium with the body, as additional offerings are placed on a small table in front of the coffin. The picking up of the bones, kotsuage, is the 19th step. Once the cremated remains are gathered, the chief mourner uses a pair of chopsticks, made of bamboo, and the other made of wood, to remove the bones and place them into a vase. The final step is kikasai, coming home. More prayers and offerings are made at the table-like altar, and the ashes of the deceased are brought back home and placed into the family shrine. Shrine homes are also created to honour their loved ones, with their favourite food and beverages of the loved one being offered daily at the shrine. According to the Shinto religion, my mother's death is an acknowledgement of an end of a good life. I will miss her dearly, but my mother's passing reminds me to make my life meaningful through my words and actions. Love, Kuro.